All right, Shalom Akim, Zahad, spiritwindjudah of the GMS Mississippi camp, giving our honor and glory to the Heavenly Father, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, BAHASHAM, RAWCHAA. I also want to give double honors to our elder apostles, elder bishops of Great Millstone who rule well, as well as peace and blessings, health and wellness to the house of David the elect. All right, today I want to go into something, basically entitled, Jacob is about to get the humbling of his life. All right, Jacob is about to get the humbling of his life, man. All right, I'm thinking back on Eve, man, and every time I think of Eve now, I think of Vivica Fox, the old Vivica Fox, man, that wide-faced Vivica Fox, man. All right, it's like, to me, she's the face of Eve right now, man. But them and their pride, man, they're about to get the sobering of their life. All right, they're about to get the humbling and sobering of their life, man. All right, the women of our nation. All right, because basically what they don't understand is that's not self, that power they have didn't come from themselves. All right, they're partaking in their enemy's power. All right, there's a saying, when you lose the war, you lose your woman. So we've lost our woman in the war. What was the war? The global slave trade. When we came over here to the Americas, we lost all control of our people, our nation, our tribes. We lost all control. And then in return, all right, the enemy that conquered us, which is Esau, Edom, he took our women. All right, he took them in slavery. Then he took them through the women's liberation. What were they liberated from? They were liberated from being under the control of the Israelite man. All right, which left them in the result, which resulted in them going in the streets playing a harlot, whether it's through colleges or whether it's through traveling, whether it's through their neighborhood, because the Israelite man has lost his grips through losing the war. All right, we came to America powerless, and we're still powerless. That's why we have to clock in for Esau or go through Esau to start a business. Either way, you're powerless, man. All right, if you got money, that don't mean you have power. If you have power, that means you have a means to defend yourself from someone else. You can defend yourself from another Israelite, but you can't defend yourself from Esau's oppressive system. And you can't defend yourself, apparently, from a so-called domestic terrorist attack. Okay? So when you lose the war, you lose your enemy. And then your enemy, through your slave labor, came into power. Through the slave labor, through these world wars, all right? He came into power. And then, like I said, he liberated our women to share that power, man. All right, but our women didn't get that power by themselves. They didn't build this country, all right? When this country was built, then they were liberated from our grips. And now they're partaking in the power of Esau, Edom, also known as Rome, all right? The new Rome, all right? So our women collectively are living their best life in Rome, living their best life to travel, because Israelite women love to travel, especially Eve. All right, they love the wine and dine and have different male lovers, all that shit, paramours, all right? And they don't want anybody, all right, to stop their lifestyle or condemn them, all right? And the only time Eve is ready to settle down is when she hits the wall. But now they use witchcraft, which is surgery, is witchcraft, plastic surgery, to keep the illusion that they didn't hit the wall yet, man. But they are about to get the humbling of a lifetime, all right? They're living in a state of drunkenness. It says in Isaiah that our people are drunken, but not with wine. The nigger man, he's drunken, all right, in street culture. He's drunken in entertainment, all right? He's drunken in chasing pussy. He's drunken and is buying toys in Esau's kingdom, where there's cars, clothes. He's drunken in that shit, man. But they're about to get the humbling and sobering of a lifetime, man. All right? Because these cities, all right, most of these states, all right, have more rural life than city life. In most states, it's about 3, 4, maybe 5 major cities where everybody's concentrated in, and it's concentrated sin. All right? That's where Israel dwells, in these cities for the most part, and it's sin concentrated, man. But that means there's going to be a judgment concentrated for these particular people. Ironically, the judgment is going to be manifested through the same people that gave you that liberty to sin. When you say liberation, that's just a code word for rebellion. It's rebellion against YAHAWAH BAHASHAM. All right? part of being under the Israelite man, that is part of their structure and obedience that YAHAWASHI set up for his nation. All right? So when you rebel against the man, when you leave that house, you really leave YAHAWASHI. All right? You women worship Satan, the spiritual demon Satan, whether it's through Christianity or whether it's through American Dream or whether it's through that dark ass black magic bullshit that a lot of you creatures are into now, man. Talking about spirit, all right? And this karma, all this bullshit, all right? And all you got your titties out, you got red, blue, and purple hair, silver hair, you got tattoos, you're witches. That's what you don't understand. Eve is a witch. Eve is a witch. Eve is a witch. All right? Those rituals that she's into now, she's a witch. Manipulation, mind games, it's a form of witchcraft. Look it up. Manipulation is a form of lesser magic. Eve is the ultimate manipulator. She's the ultimate gaslighter. Eve is a witch. Eve is a witch, man. All right? But she's about to get the humbling of her life because she moves around like she is and there's none else besides her. But you have to understand, scripturally speaking, pride goes before a fall. All right? When there's an economic collapse, and there will be an economic collapse, all right? Because Eve is drunken off social media. She's drunken off male validation, all right? She's drunken off food stamps. She's drunken off liberty in America, all right? But their liberty is about to get shut down, man. All right? And no police is gonna come to you because of rape. When you call for rape, that's not gonna be important enough. All right? That's how in Psalm 73, the Most High said he set the elites up in slippery places. Although it looks like they were faring well, all right? He set up Eve in slippery places. Because when you got quote unquote liberated from the household of the Israelite man, all right, that was a snare. Because when all hell breaks loose, you're still going to be out of that household. So the women are going to die in droves. All right? An apartment full of women, they're gonna get ran through. All right? Or that apartment is one woman and her goddamn Shih Tzu. All right? It's gonna be open season. All right? Because when there's an economic collapse, when the food is not hitting the stores, or the food is in the stores, but it's $30 for a loaf of bread, and people start stealing, they're gonna go to the least risk. They're gonna go where there's the least risk. And in a woman, whether she has a gun or not, you're the least risk. Meaning that if somebody wants to kick down your door and take everything, you're the least likely to kill them because you're a single woman. If you're a single woman, you might forget at that moment that you have a gun. You see? So all that liberation and men are the problem. All right, we're gonna keep that energy when your boo Esau unleashes on you, man. He shows his true colors. All right? You so dumb. You really think this man is effing with you, man? Like he really digging you, man? No, this man is a chess player, man. Liberating you from us kept us from being in power. This is the same man that filled your neighborhoods with crack, heroin, all right, guns, gangs. But this nigga throw you some freedom and you forget he's the ops, man. But you about to get the sobering and the humbling of your life. But till the next time, shalom.